Snowfall Season 5 Episode 4 was very interesting, and it was titled Revolutions, which is directly pointing to our two biggest plot points of this episode. Leon and his desire to start war with the cops, and Cissy's return from Cuba to wage war on Teddy. Oh my goodness, these last 6 episodes are set up for a big, massive payoff. But before we get into that, let's hop into some of your comments and theories. We got a ton this week, so if you aren't included at the beginning, you certainly will be posted at the end. JB has a couple theories. He says, crazy theories from this episode. Mello, I guess Scully broke his neck, but they say take these two back to his place for torture. Well, could those Bloods doing the drive-by be Mello's people since it can't be Scully? Jerome, he really wants to kill Black Diamond in Dallas and hints that they could be paid for by the highest bidder. Maybe they'll turn on Franklin by the season's end. Franklin and Teddy, tap dancing around their issues is definitely in overdrive, but it looks like we'll get one more episode of this. Peaches definitely has HIV. They keep showing him obviously sick for a reason. Louie is plotting to take over by season's end. I think she is going to be the reason Jerome meets his ending. She's becoming man boy, like scheming and plotting. Bianca M says, call me crazy, but I don't think Alton is dead. Laugh out loud. I'm with you. I feel you. And KD says, I like being alive more than I like money. It's probably a foreshadowing that he's going to die. I do think that he has AIDS/HIV. If he was using, his behavior would have changed, or Franklin would have noticed. It would probably be a little more obvious to the people around him. This is in reference to Peaches. I want to thank you guys so much for all the comments. Again, if you didn't see a comment at the beginning, I'll definitely post it towards the end of the video. If you are new to this channel, please be sure to hit the thumbs up, subscribe, and bell notification button, because I am on a journey to a huge goal of 15,000 subscribers in the year 2022. Now let's get straight to the video. Cissy has returned to the place she used to call home, only to discover someone is living inside. She sees Wanda's shoes on the ground, this Jet magazine, and a glass of milk here. This Jet magazine is the issue from 1978, and it has 3 black astronauts on the cover: Ronald McNair, Guyon Bluford Jr., and Frederick Gregory. She then walks into the kitchen to put up the milk and has a flashback. Walks into the room to put up the shoe, has another flashback. These flashbacks all include Alton, which shows us right off the bat that she has a very heavy heart. And being in this home, being back in this city is bringing up memories. Jerome and his squad literally has a warehouse full of bricks, which seem extremely risky and careless. But then again, they got the cops in their pocket and the hood on lock. So who is there to be concerned with? I know one thing, they have no way to move this type of product. They need to expand yet again.
Hey, Rennie, turn that shit up.
I don't know why, but I love seeing things like this. This clip of Jerome right here is different from the one in the trailer.
Turn that shit up. Yeah. Turn that shit up. Hey, Rennie, turn that shit up.
Obviously, various takes are always done, but it's always interesting to me the final changes that they make. They hear these lyrics from Maurice. Let's do a lyric breakdown real quick. He's supposed to be a saint, but he dark as ish. I'm not gonna front, those are actually some fire bars. It's a crazy double entendre because Franklin Saint is dark skinned and he is quote unquote dark, as in evil or bad. A baby dies and a mother cries, clearly referring to Khadijah and Tiana. Nobody in this show was shot right between the eyes. Not Carvel in season 1, not Kevin, not this kid from the group meeting, not Tiana or Manboy. This is just really for rhyming purposes, because I can't find one person that died like that.
Everybody shut the
Fatback did take the case, and Leon was hiding out after the Tiana situation. This kid is really talking crazy.
Shitting on the right, why the homie Big Romy only one moving white? Women and children supposed to be safe. Niggas down while he filling up the safe from Franklin to Benjamins. Playing both sides till he ends his friends. Khadijah and man boy is goners. The streets is hot, rest in peace, Tiana.
Wow, man, these are not the type of lyrics you want to put in music, especially when you're talking about real people's lives. It's like major consequences. not just from Jerome and Franklin and Leon, but also Scully, if this was to get back to him.
Get your ass down here, man. Jump, nigga.
What's up? Y'all must want some verses or something. I haven't really figured out my prices yet.
You think we came down here to pay you to snitch on us?
Bruh, what makes this kid think that they was cool with this? Jerome is clearly impressed with this kid's rapping ability. I wouldn't be surprised if he tried to sign him as an artist. Now, I do believe that this artist is supposed to be a reflection of a real life person, but I couldn't figure it out. Maybe one of you geniuses out there knows something that I don't know, because y'all are always on point. The police show up to crack down on the projects, and they brought the CRASH unit, which stands for Community Research Against Street Hoodlums. That's nasty, bro. This was a group of elite anti-gang units within the LAPD set up to tackle the increasing gang-related crimes.
Before you moved in here, you used to come up in here cooking up a storm, breakfast, lunch, dinner, waking up to cheese, eggs, and grits. Used to pack me a little lunch to the side. Used to come home to baked chicken, macaroni, and cheese.
Oh, you really about to go there?
Franklin teases Veronique about changing up. We've all been there, done that. We all get a little bit too comfortable once we get to a certain point, and clearly that's the stage that they're in.
Sir, call you on the outside line.
I thought this was very interesting that Franklin makes calls from the payphone just to be safe, which means he is still very cautious and very well aware of his surroundings and making sure that he's just being a smart criminal. That's just smart criminal behavior right there.
What?
Let's go then. Make sure everyone's all right.
That's a ride or die type of attitude right there. I know it's a group of people out here who don't trust her, and Franklin has had some terrible luck with females like Mel and Tinashe, but I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say that Franklin is in good hands this time around. Shorty really helping him thrive, but she could also turn around and try to take all his money and set him up, but I don't think that's the case here. Peaches is just not the same, dog. His focus is gone. Early on, you would have never seen him do any of this stuff. He was all about business. I know I'm one of the few people that think this, and I promise you guys, I do hope the storyline is that Peaches has HIV, but this behavior is more drug-like than HIV-like. Like, he just falling off his A game. He used to be a star player for Franklin.
Sticking goddamn dogs on us like we animals ain't no fucking game, Louis.
Hey, look, just calm down, all right? We don't get through this shit.
They've always wanted to wipe us out. White folk, police, ever since the emancipation. So I'm gonna go back and get my people armed and ready, because if they want a fucking war, I'm not gonna let them just...
Leon is turning into a revolutionary. Leon has become much more educated on the plight of black people. He is really on his Malcolm X by any means necessary type attitude. Cissy walks in and everyone is informed about the baby. Jerome seems so happy, and Louis seems shocked and a little dissatisfied with the news. No congratulations or nothing. Like, yo, what's up with her, man?
Cops pose no threat to you at all. You know why? Because in the grand scheme of things, nobody fucking cares what happens in South Central. Yeah, if it was a white neighborhood, you could be worried. It's in the fucking National Guard in here, right?
Wow. This conversation with Teddy is eye-opening. It shows us exactly what he thinks of Franklin and black people. And I think this is also the moment that Franklin realizes that Teddy could care less about him or his community. Very racial undertones here, and Franklin finally picked it up, and I think you can see the disappointment in his face. Like, oh, word, that's how you feel? Okay, that's what's up. Leon goes to Ivy for guns, and even Ivy tries to tell him this isn't going to pan out in his favor.
You plan to declare war on that police?
It's true. I have witnessed a few uprisings in my lifetime. Some more successful than others. So you'll believe me when I'll tell you that the conditions do not exist in or out of the projects to successfully lead that proletarian insurgency that you're dreaming about.
Jerome calls Louis out on her BS with Franklin, and everyone can see it, even Cissy at the dinner table. The tensions are definitely rising between the two of them. Cissy overheard the conversation Leon was having earlier, and with this line from Franklin...
Is he coming?
He apologizes. He wanted to be here, but he's got a lot on his mind after what happened in the projects.
Okay.
I believe it encourages her to go see Leon. Franklin and Louis staring back and forth because she knows he doesn't want to have this conversation brought up, and she is hell-bent on bringing it up anyway, because she can't have things her way. Cissy definitely notices this right away. Franklin consistently tries to steer the conversation elsewhere. No pun intended.
I don't tell you they got a horse.
Franklin, I want to help, but I also don't want to be kept in the dark. Not anymore.
Cissy has always wanted to know all the information, and because Franklin can compartmentalize business and personal feelings, he tries to keep information from people he feel like will react emotionally to a situation. I don't believe she got through to Leon, but she definitely speaking some impactful words of wisdom right now.
But then violence becomes a story, not justice. And you end up dead or in jail. And the worst part of it, that's exactly what they want to happen.
That's exactly what they want.
There are other ways to fight. Other ways to make change. And there are more people out in this world who want to help than you know.
Also, this line right here gives us a unique insight on Cissy being back. She found some type of connect out in Cuba, looking to make some things happen. That's where a lot of former Panthers and revolutionaries sought asylum in the 80s. So she may have very well linked up with them and maybe even some other people during her time in Cuba. Now the rap lyrics that he listening to allude to Jerome and his involvement. So to close out this episode, we have so many questions. Like, is Franklin actually safe? Is Veronique hiding something from her past? Who is this gentleman? And how did Cissy get in contact with him? And can he successfully carry out her plans? I'm not really sure, but I know this for one thing, that we are in for a treat these last 6 episodes. I really want to thank you guys for subscribing recently. Also, thank you to everybody that's been leaving a comment down below and all your wonderful fan theories. Thank you for helping this channel grow. I continue to put out great content. Also, season 3 breakdown is on the way. I promise you that. I assure you guys of that. So thank you guys for rocking with me. Be sure to hit the thumbs up, subscribe, and bell notification if you already haven't. And until next time, man, I'm out.